This is a topic I've been avoiding for a while, but I've seen it enough, and I think it's time to talk about it. Using mental illness as a weapon. What do I mean by that? What I mean is someone using their mental illness or their perceived mental illness to manipulate you or others around you, whether it's to pity them, make you look like dirt, make you feel like dirt, or just to fully discredit you. Can be called gaslighting or put under the term of gaslighting, as it's literally making you look or feel like crap. What types of people do this, you ask? Or, well, the common answer might be sociopaths. Sure, sociopaths do this, but not everybody who does it is a full-blown sociopath. Egocentric people, megalomaniacs, people with high persecution complexes or paranoia, heavily depressed people, suicidal people. Does that mean everyone that has those mental illnesses do it? No. Does it mean that everyone who has those mental illnesses who do it are doing it on purpose? No. Most of the time, probably not. A heavily depressed person or a suicidal person, they may contact you telling you they're depressed day in, day out. If they don't get your attention, they may end up attacking you, lashing out at you, but they probably still don't mean it. And if you confront them on it, they'll feel like crap, and they'll apologize, and they'll try not to do it again. Generally, in my experiences, that's what happens. Now, if you are getting reached out to constantly and you just can't take it anymore, or you feel that you just can't handle it, that you don't know how to handle it, maybe reach out to someone else or point the person who is doing it to you in the direction of somebody who can handle it. That's probably the best advice I could give you. Try not to let it eat at you. If you really feel that you're getting bombarded by somebody who's constantly at you telling you they're depressed, try and avoid them. That sounds mean, but at the end of the day, you kind of have to look at your own health first. And if the only way you feel that you can handle the situation is by avoidance, then try it. Might not work. They still might try to get at you, but maybe point somebody who's better equipped to deal with it to talk to them, see what's going on. People who do it, though, the number one reason from my experiences, is pity. They want people to feel pity for them. They think it's easy to do. They're quite good at it. And they want to feel pity, because if you pity someone and you keep pitying them, or you feel sorry for them, then it doesn't take much for these people to start looking for more than just pity. They might start looking for sexual, financial, anything. Whatever goal they have, they'll start with pity, generally. Like, they can turn the whole world against you if they want to. Or they could try. They could say, well, so-and-so did call me back when I said I was really depressed and I was thinking about suicide. What do you think about that? So-and-so B. Well, I think so-and-so is a piece of crap. There. You look like crap now. So, what can you do in these situations. One-on-one confrontation is not the best idea because it's your word against theirs, and if they have a history of getting people to gang up on someone else, your word isn't going to be that good, well received. What you could do, and what is probably preferred, is a group of people who have experienced the same thing confront this person. Now, this person will still try and get pity from outside sources that don't know the situation, and that happens. You have to expect that to happen. But if you know that you're not the only one going through this type of abuse, this emotional and mental abuse, that helps your emotional and mental healing in the long run. It sucks. It's not easy to get away from people that do this, because a part of your mind may still go back to, oh, I can't believe I let this person do this to me. Or, this person is still involved in my circle of friends in some way. How do I get away from them? Dropping friends that believe this other person. Not being around them as much as you can. Now, obviously, if you enjoy the same activities, you're going to run into them. But surround yourself with people that know what's going on. That way, whatever this person might do or say, it's going to hit a wall. It's going to hit a bunch of walls. The terminology of burning bridges. Again, not that easy. But if you yourself receive counseling and you have a good support network, that bridge will be burned to ashes. And you don't have to deal with this person unless you work with them or you see them in public, like at a meeting or a convention or something. Then you may have to deal with them, but play nice, keep it civil, and walk away. Having the support of people who are very strong mentally and emotionally, that's another key to breaking away. Because the manipulator, the pity party thrower, does not always know how to handle the stronger people. Now, they may have gotten under the skin of the stronger people and at first manipulated them, but eventually the stronger person will hit their limit and they will say, screw this, I'm done playing. I'm done protecting you, I am done with you. And then there's a good support network there. And listen to people. If lots of people are telling you that so-and-so has a history of manipulating others, then listen to them. Now, it's still your choice, obviously, whether you want to deal with them or not. Whether you want to deal with them in a friendly way or just deal with them in a interest way, like maybe the person's really talented and you kind of want to see what they're doing. That's on you, and you could choose to do that. You should probably keep them at arm's length as much as you can, unless you want to be their friend, and then that's what happens is kind of people will do I told you so. Granted, your real friends and support network will help you deal with what happened, and other people just be like, ha, screw you, you got what you deserve, which no one deserves that. No one deserves to be emotionally and mentally abused. Especially not to the extremes. Well, not at all. But some people take the emotional and mental abuse further than any common person might. So, What types of people do this? Egocentric. There's an ego there somewhere. Uh, party. Pity parties. Yes, pity party peoples. They are egocentric. Not all egocentric people do it. Some people with who are very ego driven or very self driven are actually really good people. They're really good to rely on for help and advice. But if you are coming across somebody that wants a pity party all the time, and if you think you are caught up that, and you look at your messages one time and they like jump to asking, like going from depression to asking what you like to do, then to asking what you're wearing, or how many boyfriends have you had, who do you find cute. The more personal it gets, the more information they're looking for. The more you give them, the more they'll turn it around and use it on you. They are really good at using someone else's mental problems on them. Like, if they come across a suicidal person, they will figure out a way to use your suicide or suicidal thoughts as a means to empower them to keep going, as a means to bolster their own ego or their own desires, and they'll keep going. So, find a support network. If you even think that this is happening to you, find a support network. Like I said, not everybody who does it is doing it to manipulate you, to make you feel like dirt. But if you feel you are, find a support network, burn the bridge if you have to. And I'm going to leave it at that. If you want more different topics, or you want more on this topic, or you want me to read some of your own stories and see if there's a pattern, feel free to drop it. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I have experience in counseling, but I can't diagnose anything. But hopefully I helped you a little bit, and this is very informative for you. Thank you, and have a great day. Remember, COVID is still out there, but we can do this as one. We're all in this together. Okay. Bye, my friends.